but I've got no particular interest in living there. But at some point, people will be living there, and what they're going to be eating, Callum?
Let me guess. Flavorful, full food from the
farms.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, but the thing is, apparently this is predicted to grow the boog market from 112 million in 2019 to 1.5 billion in 2026.
Oh, come on. Saudis aren't going to eat the boogs. That's for the white man.
Eventually, we're all going to eat the boogs.
No, the white man has no kids and eats boogs.
Well, the Saudis are part of the global south. They all eat the boogs.
No, they don't eat the boogs.
As far as people in the World Economic Forum are concerned.
Oh, but it's just the propaganda. They never go to Saudi Arabia and are like, you know what, you're going to be eating bugs. Like, they always go to Europe and go, you know what, you're going to be eating bugs. That's for the Saudis.
They're not going to know they're eating bugs. Because that's the thing. They're already starting to put these in as additives in things. Because, I mean, one of the things you might be asking yourself, and this is a question I ask all the time, why can't you at least process it? Like, if you can take nice foods like chicken and ham and process them into flat slices, why do they have to be decorated on my food like that? And the answer is, of course, they won't be. They're actually, the EU has approved this recently, where they're using boog additives in things like crisps and stuff like this. So, yeah, you are going to be eating this. This is going to be on your plate. It may already be and you just don't know it. Growth industry.
I did try the vegan burger at McDonald's, so probably.
Definitely.
So I'm kind of good about how crap that was.
Oh, I bet it was terrible.
Yeah.
Any ersatz substitute like that is always going to be terrible.
I don't know. I had a vegan hot dog once. I mean, that was definitely bugs, and that tasted fine.
To be fair, I had one of Greg's vegan sausage rolls just as a lark, and I couldn't tell the difference actually, which really speaks volumes about the regular sausage rolls. Actually,
yeah, that's not really.
But it wasn't bad actually. But yeah, anyway, you're just going to boil them, then you're going to eat them
like pasta.
Yeah, it's going to be totally normal.
Why is he mixing it with... Oh, no, because that's how he makes the burgers, right, from earlier. What was weird about those burgers, he doesn't even fully cook them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not the weirdest part, really, is it?
I mean, the bugs are, yeah.
I mean, you can... They're made of beef. You can undercook beef and you'd be fine. But why why not mash them up into some sort of paste?
That's also true, but I mean, if you're hungry, like really hungry, like North Korean hungry, then this makes sense.
Sure.
If you live literally anywhere else, this doesn't. But even then, I'd still cook the food.
Well, obviously. But again, like, beef patty is not dangerous to you if it's like red in the middle, right?
Beetles or worms, Carl?
Well, I think I prefer the beetles, actually. I find them less visually offensive.
I don't know about you. Whenever I look at this, I just think that the insect is full of not human excrement, but bug excrement.
Yeah. But the problem with this is that we're playing into the dialectic. It's, are you going to eat bugs or are you not going to eat bugs?
Oh, no, what kind of bugs?
Exactly. Now it's just, what kind of bugs? I prefer the beetles, thank you. Oh, great. Now I'm eating beetles. Anyway, so moving on, in the giant cubes we're going to live in, we're going to enjoy the total managerial future. Now, this is a TikTok video that a woman posted about a day in her life as just an Amazon delivery driver. Let's watch this. I can't stand it.
You're tracked, right? That little guy is how we are tracked. It's probably recording me recording it, but it can't hear me, so that's nice. So it has one camera facing me, one camera facing forward, and then one camera on each side. The one camera in front tracks how close we are to other drivers, and if we stop at stop signs. So if we don't stop at a stop sign, like fully stop, then we get a violation for that. It tracks our speed, so we cannot go more than 6 miles per hour over the speed limit or we get a speeding violation. These vans also track our buckle count. So it'll count how many times we buckle our seatbelt, and if we don't buckle it enough, then, or we miss a buckle, then that is a seatbelt violation. But also, that camera is watching me while I drive, so I cannot do a lot. If I want to sip up my coffee, I have to pull over so that I can grab it and drink it, because if I do it while I'm driving, then that's a driver distracted, which is also a violation. I can't touch the center console, or else that is a driver distracted violation. One guy was itching his beard one time, and the camera picked it up that he was on the phone, and so he got a driver distracted violation for itching his face, but they disputed it. And I cannot unbuckle my seatbelt until I am in park. I also cannot get out of my seat until I'm in park, which is obvious. So yeah, everyone who works for Amazon pretty much hate those little things, but we have to remember it's just for safety. But I thought I would give y'all a little rundown of it because I feel like it's asked a lot. But there you go. Have a good day.
I already want to kill myself.
Yeah, I feel the HR department, Amazon, are unbearable.
I feel that it's all automated.
But like a lot of that at the start makes sense because I'm just gonna the global south of the United States. I've seen a lot of package thefts, even from trucks. So like, there's reasons there. But then
Come on.
you've built the cameras, and then it's like, oh, we're gonna check if he's unbuckling her seatbelt. We're gonna check if she's taking a drink. And
Scratching his face, that's a violation.
God, you're creepy. Like, there's people being like, oh, let's use this for more things. And it's like, you didn't need to.
And exactly, you didn't need to, but you did anyway. And this is going to be the total managerial future. It's already happening. God.
I mean, just like such minor things that no one cares about doesn't actually lose product for Amazon, but it's some pain in the ass.
So basically, Callum, what I'm going to do is set up a camera in front of everyone's desk and have a computer check that you guys are on Twitter for enough hours per day. Otherwise, I think you're not doing your jobs.
I think that's illegal under mandating mental illness. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
But it gets worse. I mean, okay, it's one thing when you're doing a job. What about if you're trying to get some toilet paper to wipe your face?
Why would you wipe your face with toilet paper?
Well, to wipe your whatever, some paper towel to wipe.
Right.
For some reason in China, has to be facial recognition, which is just...
You get your social credit score amount of toilet paper?
I guess you do.
Based on your face?
I guess if your face is one of those faces that's on the low end of the scale...
Like, one of those, huh?
You only get 2 squares, I'm afraid.
Use the seashells.
These good people get... Look at that, 6 squares or something.
Oh, he's a good boy.
He's very high social credit. I just hate everything about this. Just because it can exist doesn't mean it should.
You know what's really weird about, especially Chinese propaganda, but I mean Western propaganda as well, is how that's always sold as like, look at this Marvel, we're going into the new world. It's just, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
It literally makes me want to just run into the woods and never come back. Anyway, so let's assume that you're living in your cube, you're eating your boog paste, and you have enough social credit to be able to wipe your ass, right?
Let's assume you...
What are you going to do with that presumably like hour or hour and a half of free time you get in the evenings? What are you going to do? Not much. You're going to be chatting to people, right? Using social media.
People.
Well, we'll get to the AI in a little bit later. But assuming you do, then you're going to have access to chatbots that'll essentially tell you what to say, because you're probably going to be cripplingly anxious about interacting with another human, right? Do you want to scroll down on this just so we can see the...
Every kid gets an autism bot.
Yeah. You get a pair of like Google glasses or whatever, and they prompt you with how you could continue the conversation.
God,
Why
it's
not?
overly formal as well. You just see some writing there.
Don't want to offend someone.
Yes.
Definitely don't want to offend someone, so you've got the chatbot that will help you in real time to talk to people.
It's going to, what is it, Microsoft Words started doing the little purple underline?
Yeah.
Meaning that like it's outdated language, basically not woke language.
Yeah.
You're going to get the same thing there.
Yes. But the thing is, this will probably become more advanced, right? You know when you're on Steam or whatever and you're playing a game and someone messages you, you don't really want to reply. Or Discord or whatever, you don't really want to reply because you're doing something. You'll end up literally just having a chatbot and you'll like tell the chatbot, okay, reply friendly, reply angry, reply this. And so eventually you'll just have the chatbot write your response back to them, and they'll have their chatbot write their response back to you, so you'll never actually interact with another human being.
To be fair, we already do kind of have that in Zuma Speak.
Oh, do you?
Well, you just sort of, so true. I don't care what they said.
Yeah, but that's different, right? In all times and all places, there have always been these sort of, I acknowledge what you have, that you have said something to me, sentences, right? And it's, on the internet, this is lol, right? So yeah, okay, I agree. I've got nothing to say.
Someone messaged you on Steam, my baby died, Carl, you just go lol.
Got it. Or some variant of, right?
Ugh.
But this is enough to be able to fool a person. But the thing is, the person on the other side, they're going to have their little chat AI telling them what to
God,
say.
you're going to sign on. Friggin' chatbot will be like, maybe you should message these people you haven't in a while.
Yeah.
Short all them. And they get in the message and go, oh, for God's sake, why is he messaging me? Just send it back.
Exactly. Chatbot, just deal with that chat. I'm not reading that block of text.
You know what's the worst part of that? Is people who are actually enemies and don't like each other or have a virtual version of themselves talking to each other that are pleasant.
The chatbot messaged you one day, you're at war with this person. What?
We got a falling out. Ow.
Yeah, exactly. The two chatbots are angry with each other. And you guys just, have we ever
You're
spoken?
not friends anymore with this person.
Look, let's get a voice call, all right? Look, who are you?
Oh, God, it's like your wife comes over and says, we're not friends with them anymore. And you're like,
Yeah, no, it's
I haven't
exactly.
spoken to them in a week.
Yeah, I don't. What's going on? It's like, well, and so basically, you're not going to have any friends because you're going to rely on these crutches because it's convenient, and then you'll realize that after enough time has passed, you have never interacted with any of the people you purportedly know.
Apparently, Teams has auto-suggestion already for that.
God, well, there we go. It's just an advanced version of that.
Yes.
So what will you actually be doing? So you'll just be press the button, deal with those people. You'll be watching deep fake animes.
I mean, I won't, but...
No, I personally won't, but kids will be, right?
Right.
Because they won't know. I mean, don't look at this. This looks amazing. This whole thing looks incredible, and the whole thing was generated by AI, which you wouldn't know because the number of fingers is correct.
They fixed that now.
Yeah, they have, apparently.
You notice DALL-E can finally do faces.
Oh, brilliant. Finally. What about the number of teeth? To get the teeth right.
Depends on what you type in. I saw earlier someone typed in concrete eating competition, and there's a bunch of Americans just downing concrete, of course.
But these probably weren't even generated, were they?
Oh, they were pretty good. So
Yeah, but they're probably real.
they had the correct fingers as well.
But the point is, it's incredible, right? But what I hate about AI-generated content like this is that, well, the point of art is that there's a message in it, and the message comes from a human to describe a human experience that they want you to have. If that's not present, there's a kind of weird simulacrum effect to it, where it's just like, actually, this isn't two humans having a kind of authentic communicative experience. What this is me being fooled by, shadows and lights and mirrors, right?
It's a Marvel movie.
Yes. It's a Marvel movie. Everything becomes a Marvel movie, where it's literally just bright lights.
I don't know. I mean, human-made stuff will become a premium.
Yeah, it'll become incredibly rare. But you won't know, because the quality of the AI is so bloody good. But you just have no idea.
I don't know. I feel like I can tell when I'm seeing a Marvel movie.
Yeah, you feel like that now. But in the future, in 10 years' time, I doubt it.
So I don't watch Marvel movies because they're crap.
Obviously.
The other day I was on YouTube and I'm scrolling looking at stupid movie clips because whatever, right? Go back and watch the
Because I'm a zoomer.
Yeah, Shawshank Redemption clips and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't watch the full movie. I ain't got time for that. So just, and then mix on to another movie.
I'm too busy
Saving
looking at
Private
other
Ryan
clips of things.
Yeah, and then I see Captain America wakes up 70 years after being in coma. And I usually don't care, but I was like, I wonder what he said in response after finding out. That might be interesting.
What did he say?
So I clicked it, and there's a bunch of action where he breaks out of the cell where he's being held and realizes it's been 70 years.
Yeah.
And then someone explains to him, it's been 70 years. And the only piece of dialogue he even has is, I had a date. Learned nothing, no insight in the human condition, just completely, I mean, like, AI could have written the script. It's
AI
like,
would
insert shitty joke.
AI would have written a better script.
Yes. To watch the full video, please become a premium member at lotuseaters.com.